A very warm welcome to you. Many thanks for being with us on this week's edition of the program. We remain your source for all the latest happenings in the world of business. My name is Joy Honora. Glad you could join us. On our lineup this week, first we join Faith and her guest, Professor Segun Ajibala, a professor of economics at the Babcock University, on the CEO Rendezvous for the continuation of the exclusive session where they examined the topic, Foreign Exchange Management in Nigeria. What next? Against the backdrop of the recent lifting of forex restrictions on the famous 43 item 8 years after by the Central Bank of Nigeria, what has changed 8 years after? Why is it expedient at this time? Let's hear him.
We can address the issue of supply in terms of policy dimensions, in terms of a redefined economic focus, in terms of package of policies and programs. Demand will take care of itself.
On this edition also, we will bring you highlights from the 2023 Business Journal's 15th Anniversary Lecture and Award organized recently under the theme, Nigeria, the Economic Outlook Today and Beyond at the Radisson Hotel, Ikeja. Guest speaker was Professor Anthony Kila, Director CIAPS. As always, any conversation about the Nigerian economy is always a hot topic. Let's check out excerpts. Details in a moment. Please stay with us.
Hello. It's been a rough few months, I know. You've just bought a car and 2 weeks ago you accidentally hit someone else in traffic. Now you've had to pay your mechanic to fix both cars. Then the other day, you get stopped by the authorities for incomplete papers, and now you've had to pay a heavy fine. Tough. Now you've parked your car at home, and the fear of something happening has stopped you from enjoying your car and living your best life. But what if I told you I have a solution for you? Ever heard of third-party motor insurance? Well, it's simple. For only a small premium payment of 15,000 naira, you get a massive shield of coverage of up to 3 million naira that protects you from unexpected accidents to other road users. Small premium, big coverage.
Enjoy the peace of mind you deserve and get your third-party motor insurance today for only 15,000 naira. This message is sponsored by the Insurers Committee of NICOM. For more information or complaints on non-settlements of claims, please visit www.nicom.gov.ng or www.nigeriainsurance.org.
It's the Almond Insurance Industry Awards and Consumers Night 2023. Theme, Rewarding Excellence. Great music and comedy performances by Harry Song, Scales, Ilbliss, Mr. Real, Mr. Paul, Brain Jotta, and much more. Date is Friday, 3rd November 2023. Venue, Queen's Park Event Center, Water Corporation Drive off Ligali Ayorinde Street, Victoria Island, Lagos. Time, red carpet 5 p.m. and award starts by 7 p.m. Tickets, reinsured table of 10, 1 million naira. Insured table of 5, 500,000 naira. Co-insured VIP tickets for 100,000 naira. Uninsured pool regular tickets, 10,000 naira. Tickets for after party is 20,000 naira. For tickets and table bookings, please call 0803-335-7879 or 0812-362-4081 or email almondproductions@gmail.com. The Almond Insurance Industry Awards and Consumers Night 2023. Don't miss it. This event is packaged by Almond Productions and Flute Event Services. This event is sponsored by Waikari Insurance PLC and National Insurance Commission, NICOM.
Anchor Borrower Program as a scheme has monumental deficiencies. So, and the number one deficiency is central bank itself. It's banker to government, it's bankers bank. It's not banker to farmers. So it was a misdirected policy for central bank to disburse to anybody directly. It's not even covered by the statutory powers conferred on central bank by any extant law. We are not bankers to retailers. We are not bankers to wholesalers. We are not bankers to any kind of customer, any kind of operator in any sector of the economy. We are either banker to government or bankers bank. So for central bank to have taken it upon itself to intervene directly was a misnomer.
Okay.
There are quite a number of institutions and agencies. There are the development finance institutions in Nigeria. What's Bank of Agri doing? What's Bank of Agriculture doing? So when we talk about anchor borrowers program, it's a different kettle of fish. But then, if that has been the experience, the question is, do we throw away the baby with the bathwater? Can't a success be made out of a scheme of that nature using a different template entirely? Because the argument has been that some of these sectors cannot approach the orthodox banks directly because of the terms and conditions, especially their lending rate. So do something that will look concessionary. But what should be the architecture? What should be the template? I think that's where the central bank got it wrong in 2015. So what could be done to re-energize such a program? By refacing it, by redesigning the architecture. I think that is the question nobody has asked. So by now saying, let's throw it away, it's like we are now saying that our strategy since the 1970s, where we'll be talking about import substitution, empower local producers. Let there be opportunities to produce locally. Let the multiplier effects of that touch every aspect of our national life, job opportunities and so on and so forth. It's like we are saying that has been a mistake. So let's go back to our reliance on the rest of the world. And let's not forget, it was General Obasanjo in 1976 that said, when he was introducing Operation Feed the Nation, that a nation that could not feed itself was at the mercy of other nations. So if in 2023, we are saying, sorry, as Nigeria, we cannot feed ourselves, so we now need to start importing rice. We need to import palm oil. We need to import poultry products. We need to import maggi. We need to import all this. What message are we passing to the rest of the world? What are we telling our trading partners? What are we telling other economies of the world we were at par with in the 70s? So to me, it is one regressive policy too many. And we need to, like I asked and I said earlier, we need to ask yourself, as a country, what is our focus? We'll be clamoring for let's produce what we use, let's use what we produce. Where are we on that? If we should open up this economy. If you look at that list, I divided the list into three, those 43 items. There are those items that rather than saying let's open our economy to importing them, we need to sit down, redesign what we can do to raise our productive capacity locally. Rice, cement, palm produce, poultry products, and some others. There are some we could see are indeed raw materials to some other sectors of the economy. Do we allow those ones to go to the official market? Perhaps. There are some we don't have any basis under any guise. It's like living and toothpicks, margarine, Indian perfume, or what do they call it, and so on and so forth. Spending foreign exchange, scarce foreign exchange in 2023, importing those things into Nigeria, where manufacturers, small-scale enterprises are crying. So there are some items that left to me to even be outrightly banned. Otherwise, we won't grow as an economy. But having said that, moderator, the question is, what has even changed in terms of supply? of foreign exchange
So
that will now allow the accommodation of these 43 items.
Okay, so
those items that have not been banned from 2015 to 2023, has Central Bank been able to meet demand for them in the official market?
Exactly.
So if manufacturers are still crying, those items not banned, I'm not talking about
I
they are
agree
not
with
having
you.
enough of foreign exchange to bring these items to the country. If we BTA, business travel allowance, personal travel allowance, scaled down by the same central bank for lack of adequate supply of foreign exchange. So what has now changed that will accommodate the 43 items? You see that we are going out borrowing to borrow dollars so that we can fund all these items. So that's why I'm saying, I personally, I don't understand the economic focus we are trying to pursue.
If you don't, as an economist, if you don't understand, so you can begin to imagine the dilemma of the ordinary person on the streets, journalists inclusive, because everyone seems to be asking, what is really going on? Because nobody seems to understand what is at play here. The CBN said, oh, we cannot continue on this road. We need to do this so that we can get D. All of a sudden, you have turned it back to say, oh, this road we said we cannot follow, we are going back there. So what is the focus of our economy? What are we pursuing as a people? If we have any blueprint at all as to what we really want? Because just as you said, this issue of what we are even earning in terms of dollars, it has never been enough. And I don't think it will ever be enough. One is not being pessimistic here, but that's the reality of what we see. So, and now you are having that crisis, and all of a sudden you are saying, okay, everybody is a free, all comers are fair, come back, let's start the way we were before. So where are we and where are we going?
It's a very, like my first statement, it's a very worrisome situation. What 2-3 things I would have expected. Number one is to see how do we address the issue of supply in the economy. There is no demand management policy in economics. Yes, manage demand, but the number one challenge in this foreign exchange market in Nigeria is problem of supply. So, what do we do to address that problem? There are so many policies on ground. Like I talked about export promotion policy. So many policies on non-oil export. How many of them are working? Nigeria Export Promotion Council. What are the mandates? What are the terms of reference of that council? Nigeria Investment Promotion Council. What are they doing? So, collaborative efforts to address the issue of supply rigidities, I was thinking that should be the starting point. Remittances, all over there. We are saying we got 22 billion, 23 billion.
It has also dropped drastically. Drastically. Because a lot of people are not.
Are we at the optimal level in terms of attracting remittances to the country? What are the things that could be done to, first of all, address supply? Because today now, it is whatever happens in the global oil market that will dictate our earnings in the foreign exchange market. And the question is, the global oil politics can be so hot and beyond our control. So why should we continue to rely on a monolithic arrangement in the foreign exchange market in terms of supply of foreign exchange 6 decades after independence? What has happened to economic diversification policies and strategies in the country? And like I said, the non-oil exports, the non-oil earnings cutting across the various strata, primary, secondary, even we talk about solid mineral in the primary segment, in secondary, the manufacturing, in tertiary services, human services that can bring in dollars. What are we doing? How effective are the policies on ground as are today that can help us drive foreign exchange earnings. I was thinking that should be the starting point. If we can address the issue of supply in terms of policy dimensions, in terms of a redefined economic focus, in terms of package of policies and programs, demand will take care of itself. So we have not done that to the best of my knowledge. Then we are now saying let's expand the demand side in the midst of stagnated supply. That is the pressure we are seeing now. That within the space of how many days? See what is happening between naira and dollar. Because all you don't have, you can't give. So that is. Then number two, those who have infested. I understand Lagos State, for example, is putting off in immortal, close to immortal.
Yes.
Perhaps the biggest or second biggest rice mill across Africa. What happens there? If the local growers of rice now have to compete with imported. And let me say one thing. As a banking practitioner, as somebody that has financed consignments of rice during our days in banking, at times some of these imported rice, they are expired. Some of them, within a space of 3-6 months, they become coagulated. Only good for the feed mill. And we've had life-threatening evidences of some of them highly chemicalized, not fit for human consumption. So they can afford to throw all those products at us, from Thailand, from India, from wherever, competing with local counterparts that we understand can even be more nutritious, more healthy for us. So what happened to those that have genuinely invested in rice production in Nigeria? They have to compete with people like that. We know the story of cement. I have a palm farm. For the past 12 months, price of a keg of palm oil has stagnated. Cost of production has more than doubled. In terms of herbicides, in terms of chemical, in terms of transportation, in terms of workers' pay, in terms of cost of feeding them, and every other preservation, storage, every other thing. The cost has more than doubled. Triple in some cases between last year and now. But the price has not gone up. What will now happen when we allow all kinds of imported palm oil to compete locally? Are we going to close shop and leave those farms, abandon those farms? Then pick the items one after the other and ask, what will happen to local production? What will happen to those that have invested in debt? If they now have to compete. And I'm saying, not just question of competing with inferior products, with substandard products, with expired products, etc., in our local market. This road we went through some years back, I still remember the stories of Bedek Industries in Isolo. Bedek had one of the best dry cell batteries in Nigeria then. When they could not compete because of foreign exchange, substandard batteries started coming from the Far East, from everywhere. Bedek closed down. Nigeria Wire and Cable in Nevada has one of the best quality household cables in Africa. Used to be my customer. Because they had to compete with Chinese products and co. Nigeria Wire and Cable has been dead, alive, for the past 30 years. Oluwa Glass in Gbokoda used to be my customer. Had the best flash sheets in West Africa. It's dead. Are we now going to say, let's surrender our economy?
Hello, It's been a rough few months, I know. You've just bought a car and 2 weeks ago you accidentally hit someone else in traffic. Now you've had to pay your mechanic to fix both cars. Then the other day, you get stopped by the authorities for incomplete papers, and now you've had to pay a heavy fine. Tough. Now you've parked your car at home, and the fear of something happening has stopped you from enjoying your car and living your best life. But what if I told you I have a solution for you? Ever heard of third-party motor insurance? Well, it's simple. For only a small premium payment of 15,000 naira, you get a massive shield of coverage of up to 3 million naira that protects you from unexpected accidents to other road users. Small premium, big coverage.
Enjoy the peace of mind you deserve and get your third-party motor insurance today for only 15,000 naira. This message is sponsored by the Insurers Committee of NICOM. For more information or complaints on non-settlements of claims, please visit www.nicom.gov.ng or www.nigeriainsurance.org.
It's the Almond Insurance Industry Awards and Consumers Night 2023. Theme, Rewarding Excellence. Great music and comedy performances by Harry Song, Scales, Ilbliss, Mr. Reed, Mr. Paul, Brain Jotta, and much more. Date is Friday, 3rd November 2023. Venue, Queen's Park Event Center, Water Corporation Drive off Ligali Ayorinde Street, Victoria Island, Lagos. Time, red carpet 5 p.m. and award starts by 7 p.m. Tickets, reinsured table of 10, 1 million naira. Insured table of 5, 500,000 naira. Co-insured VIP tickets for 100,000 naira. Uninsured pool regular tickets, 10,000 naira. Tickets for after party is 20,000 naira. For tickets and table bookings, please call 0803-335-7879 or 0812-362-4081 or email almondproductions@gmail.com. The Almond Insurance Industry Awards and Consumers Night 2023. Don't miss it. This event is packaged by Almond Productions and Flute Event Services. This event is sponsored by Waikari Insurance PLC and National Insurance Commission, NICOM.
Welcome back. Moving on, we now bring you highlights of the 2023 Business Journal magazine. The event, which attracted stakeholders in the insurance, bank, and telecommunications sectors, was well attended. Happy viewing.
Business Journal, one of the leading online journals in Nigeria, recently marked its 15th anniversary with a lecture and awards at the Radisson Hotel, Ikeja, under the theme, Nigeria, the Economic Outlook, Today and Beyond. Welcoming his guests to the lecture, the publisher, Business Journal, Prince Kuki, noted that, regrettably, government policies do not favor small businesses.
In most cases, government policies in Nigeria does not really favor small businesses. I'm sorry to say that. Multiple taxation. They look at the big guys in the market, in the economy. Those policies are structured to favor the big guys in the market. For small business owners like us, we go through a lot, from power, from even water, from even access to credit, so many other factors. Very, very difficult. But we thank God that we survived, but not all of us survived.
Delivering the theme of the lecture, the keynote speaker, Dr. Biodun Adedipe, managing partner, Biodun Adedipe and Associates, said that no matter where the official market is moved, the private market will always move.
No matter where you take official rate to, with the way our economy is structured and our lifestyle, the parallel market will always move. Call it moving target. It will always move. That's what we experience. So at 1,300 naira to the dollar yesterday, at the parallel market, you are now looking at a premium that is about 50%, close to 50% now, very close to 50%. Because yes, on the official market, Naira gained between Wednesday and yesterday. It gained. All right, it appreciated.
Also lending his voice to the discuss, the guest speaker, Professor Anthony Killer, Director, CIAPS, Lagos. According to him, no nation can develop without knowledge.
There is no country in the world, either in history, i.e. in the past, or in geography, either we look at it, that has grown without knowledge. That's one of the surest things in the world. Industrial Revolution, Asian Revolution, Russian opening, everything has got to do with one form of knowledge or another. It's either technology, innovation, industrialization, arts. They've always had that growth of education.
Business Journal has grown and expanded in the last 15 years from a monthly magazine to a daily digital platform. Other speakers at the lecture were Mr. Jide Orimolade of Stanbic IBTC Insurance Limited, Mrs. Thaibat Adeniran, MD and CEO, Hila Tekafo Nigeria Limited, and a host of others. Some of the institutions and companies honored at the event were the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, NEM Insurance PLC, Hila Tekafo Nigeria, and others.
That's our time on the program this week. Slowly but surely, the 2023 Almond Insurance Industry Awards is just days away. Tickets are already selling. And like we have been saying, if you are not at the awards this year, you are not anywhere. Many thanks for your company. Please join us next week for a fresh package. My name is Joy Honora, and until then, be good and have a great day.